Good morning, my friends. Welcome back. I hope your week is going good. I'm doing really good. Wednesday's video, we did the mixed media for Amanda. I forgot all about doing embossing. So I came back and I just embossed this sweet little bird onto the back. I think you can see the sheen there. So then I feel better. I just used my Versamark. And then I have this, it's ebony from Michael's. It's detail embossing powder. I just used some of that. So I don't have a lot of embossing powder. I have white and clear, and then I have that black one and a red one. So anyway, the black is nice and striking. Anyway, this is what we're going to do today. I have one-sided thin 12 by 12 paper. I cut some of them down to 9 by 9 because I want a square project. And then I have 10 by 10. You can easily use 8.5 by 11 paper. You'll just have a skinnier one. And this is what I thought we would do. Let's see. So, excuse me. I'll show you the one I did first. I just did some stamping and I have embellishments here for tuck spots. This will be a pocket. And then when you open it up, I put a piece of scrap there for a pocket. You can use a belly band. You can add anything that you want. Another tuck spot, another pocket. And I'm going to glue this down to a journal page. And then it will flip open. Or you can actually put it into the signature and have it as part of your signature, right? So you'll have both sides. That is a great idea. I'm gonna have to do one of those for that. But that's what we're gonna do today. Normally when we do these folds, so you'll fold it in half. We'll do it together and then fold it the other way. And then I folded down these two corners. They can be the same size, they can be bigger or smaller, it doesn't matter. But normally when we do these, let me do it this way, we'll fold it up and then we do this. And then so this one will be folded smaller and so you'll have all these pockets here, right? I didn't want that. I wanted it to be an actual page. So what I did is I folded up my corners and then I folded this piece up and then folded it together so that it would make a little booklet that you can turn into whatever you would like. So we're going to do a couple of them together, I hope. All of these gorgeous little bits come out of those booklets that I had purchased at the Dollarama. Let me grab one. I meant to keep one out, but from these. So these are die cut pads from the Dollarama. I haven't found any more. I found one today and grabbed it, but they're all beautiful bits of ephemera to use. So I took a whole bunch of the pages and I just started taking bits out because in here, at least I can see everything and I'm not going through book by book, right? And I didn't want to do that, especially if I end up using them on camera. Okay, so here we go. This one is 9 by 9. Simplest folds ever. Gonna fold it in half. And you've seen these before, I'm sure. Fold it up, and I try to meet the corners. I mean, my cutter doesn't like to cut, but it depends on the paper, right? So there you go. Got a really nice square. So I'm going to cut the one side. Just like that. And so then this is what you have. So these two corners, you can do it before you cut. It doesn't matter. And just pick how deep you want your pocket to be. And so this top, I'm going to come down. And I do try to you know, it can be straight, it can be wonky, whatever. But because this paper's thin, I will be keeping these flops. So let's just glue it down. We'll make a few and then we'll decorate. How's that? Just like that. And of course, get on camera and my glue decides it's gonna have issues. Isn't that the way? We're having some hot days in Camrose today, so it's yeah. So then we are going to, if I did it right, fold it up, and of course the paper, because of my cutting is not so great, and so I'm going to fold it in half. I will fix it all. If you have a bone folder, use it. The handle of your scissors, a card, a plastic card if you have that. So we have this, and then we have that on the inside. But how easy! So fun! I'm just going to trim off because it has all kinds of little edges on it. You know, I don't cut straight. I mean, it's whatever. So there we are. So then these will just get glued down. I'm using my tacky glue. As long as it works, I'll use it. Just gonna glue it. Right there at the bottom. And my other one, I did add just a slight bit of glue there. Right, you can leave this open, you don't have to. I'm just gonna add a touch of glue there. I don't like things falling out, so I always do add some glue. And of course, if you don't like the white, you can stamp on it. My first one here, I just added some stamps, and these are just from the dollar store. So, and there you go. And then I rounded these corners. But you can stamp, you can stencil, you know, you can do all the things. You can add color, but excuse me, let's do a couple of them and then we will dress them. How does that sound? And then I forgot, I just took random pieces of paper out of that pad. So this one is a 10 by 10. So same thing. Oops. Maybe I'm going to fold it this way. Just really doesn't matter. And if it doesn't have a direction, all the better. You can, like I said, you can just take 8.5 by 11 paper and do this. You just won't have it. It won't be square, but it'll still be a really nice pocket that you can dress and fill. So there we go. See if I can cut it a little straighter. And all the scraps I'm keeping for collage, and I also use them to dress up tags and journaling cards, pockets, whatever. So same thing, you can, let's do these ones a little smaller. Just like that. And then this one I'll just bring to here. You can have them both different sizes, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to glue that down now, and then I won't have to think about it later. So then up. When I was up in the middle of the night, the other night I couldn't sleep, and so I just came in here. I wasted some paper trying to figure out my folds, but you know, I'll just use that paper for scrappy bits, and yeah, I used just normal copy paper for that. And so there we go. So just a little bit of glue And that's not even necessary. So there we are. And then I'll glue the bottom of this one. I won't do that to this side only because I might want to have larger cards in there. And so there we go. So this has a deeper pocket and that one has a shorter pocket. And you can see the difference in the size of paper, 9 by 9, 10 by 10. So there's, you know, there's quite a size difference. So let me grab my journal. I'm just going to show you. I think I have one in here that I sat in here. Anyway, yep, this one. Didn't glue it together or anything, didn't decorate it, but that was my first one that I had done in the night. But let's do one more. Do one more. Here's a pretty one. Let's do that. And then we can dress them and fill the pockets. And this is a 10 by 10 one as well. And I think they fit in the normal size journals. Yep, they do. Just had to check. Come on. There we go. There we are. If you want to use decorative scissors, oh, I don't think I have my decorative scissors around, but all right, let's do another one here. Let's do it. That other one, I must have cut a straighter line because I didn't have to mess around with it. So if you want them the other, I didn't do it this way. Wonder if I can do it this way. Let's do it. I think it would be the exact same thing. So this, and then this, nope. See, it's the opposite direction. So that's okay. Where did I cut? So I won't do those corners because it completely closes off the one side. So here we go. I guess if I cut this side, that would be the difference. Does that make sense? It would, then the folds would be proper. So we're going to go up, fold it, and we have the fold line in there, but I mean, you can cover that with other decorative paper if you want. I'm just going to get this even here. Oh, that one's quite a bit off, so I'll just trim it out. And then just up the side. So there we go. So now because we have that in there, you can just cover it. Grab a piece of scrap and you can cover it up. I think my scraps might be too small. Oh, let's put it on. I'll be rounding the corner anyway, so we can do that. And because the paper is different, just gives it a nice look. If I didn't have that fold in there, it wouldn't matter, but we don't waste. I try not to waste paper. I mean, there's no mistakes, right? It's just trying different folds, seeing what works and what doesn't. And so there. So it gives it a different look. This one is not so noticeable because it's right on the fold. So let's just glue it down. There we go, there's one. And then just that little side right there. And so there we go. And if you wanted to put paper there, then do that before you glue your edge down. But that's what that would look like. How much time have we been on? Oh, let's do one of the smaller ones again, the 9x9s. Is this the 9x9? Let me find out. Yes, it is. All right, so let's cut it the other way. I don't know if that means the pockets would be, oh, they might just be on the opposite side. Oh, let's try. All we can do is try, right? All right, so we've been cutting this line. So I'm going to cut it on the other side. Just to the center there, and then I'm going to fold these sides down. Might as well see what happens. So fold it up. And so that's okay, it goes on the opposite side. Oh well, there you go. So it'll go onto your page. If you do it on a page, it'll be this way instead of that way. So then this side will get glued down. It opens up like this, where these ones get glued down on this side and open this way. Oh, that's fun. I don't mind that. What do you think? So either way, you can do, which is fabulous. Choices, right? It's good to have choices. But I plan on making a whole bunch of these because, well, you know, I like to send mail. So just glue this down and then we will dress these little babies. Nice. I'll fix my cutting. And we're going to pop one of these into the journal as well, just so you can see what that looks like. Glue it in and everything. Whoops. There we go. I like that. It's different. Okay, let's decorate. Oh, I still need my glue. And these, there's a lot of negative space on these ones where the antennas are, the butterflies. I'm just going to cut it away. You can ink, you don't have to. It's all going to be beauty in the end. Sorry, I know I don't normally fussy cut, but I just needed to get rid of some of this white around the edges. Cream, it's actually not even white. So there, let's pop the butterfly there. Nice. And then you can do tuck spots. That's what I did with the other ones. So I just took few things and then just glued them down. That was my whole idea of taking all that stuff apart, is using them in this project. Things for pockets. So that is a pocket. And I'm just going to add that there, and I'm going to add glue to the side. That's too big for the pocket, of course it is. But there's another bingo card. It'll go underneath there and it'll look nice. Okay, so in the pocket, we won't put the pockets up. Yes, yes, Brenda. Do it. Put some stuff in there. And then we'll do the inside. And then for the side pocket, I just took a piece of scrap. Literally, just one of my cut-offs. And I just held it. You can use a cutter, whatever you'd like, but I'm just going to literally fold it, tear it off, make a pocket. Use a thumb notch if you want. Let me do that. There we go. Pop those in the pocket. And that little cutie. Oops, wrong glue. I'm just going to glue the two sides and have it as a tuck spot. Just like that. So then there's more room to get things in from the top and the bottom. And then this I'm going to put on there as well. Oh no, that'll cover her face. I don't want to do that. Let's see what else I have. Something little. There we go. Bring it down a little bit, and I'll just move it over so that can't hide her face. And then let's see what we have here. Oh, that can go in there. So then these can just get tucked on both sides, right? There's two. Got these flowers here, just like that. So cute, right? Let's pop one of those in there just to show that that's a pocket. So there we go. And that I'm not obviously not doing anything with because it's going to get glued down. I mean, if you get one, you can always decorate all the sides and just pop it into your journal. Like as a piece of your signature. Oh, that's lovely. And a ticket, yep. I'm trying not to overthink it. Just put the stuff down. Beautiful. And then just add some things into the pocket. That can go on the inside. go. And some tickets. Let's see. Well, that can go in there. And I'm going to pop that here. They kind of get lost there. So, oh, let's put the butterfly there. It's a weird butterfly. I'm just going to use it. There we go. And that pocket's full. You can put paper here. You can still do a pocket. Do I want to put a pocket there? Maybe I will. I'm not even going to do a thumb notch. But you'll know it's a pocket because it's there and it's going to have some stuff inside. Well, hopefully that's straight. Come on, I can pick you up. Put a feather there. Sorry, I'm having issues picking things up. Put a little feather on there. And done. Looks so easy. They're so quick. Well, we have these two left. So let's just do them together. I know, no tuck spot on this one. Just putting her down. Put your heart into it. I'll pop that over here. The one thing I noticed about these paper packs, the ephemera packs, is there are no mushrooms. Isn't that something? Not one mushroom came in those packs. And believe me, I looked. But yeah. Nothing. Oh well. This one has I kind of broke it when I was taking it off, so I figured I better put it into something or onto something so that it doesn't come completely off. Beautiful flowers have tears and scratches too, that one says. All right, let's get some stuff in here. I don't have big, huge pieces of ephemera in this one, but look at those scissors, are fabulous. A little bit right there. Tickets. All right. little cage. It's, oh, I didn't take a piece of it out. Come on. Oh, there we go. Have that as a tuck spot. Sorry if you can hear all that. I have the window open because it is so hot in my room today. And then I'm just going to glue that at the side and at the bottom, so then there's more area to tuck goods in. And then nothing will fall out. So I have, these are my ATC cards that I did the other day. So why not add some of them in there? Let me just glue this side. I forgot to do that one. They're too thick, but they're really nice. Oh, I think I like that there. I think these ones might be without the extra pocket on the side. If I change my mind, then I'll add a pocket, but just needs some word in there. And this is looks like it's an edging for something that's far too long in there. Oh, look at that. That's what I didn't do. I was wondering, missed a step or skipped a step. Like, don't be skipping steps. There we go. Try again. That just gets washed away in there, doesn't it? There we go. There's this lovely lady here. I'm gonna pop her right in there. Not that. There we go, it just gets tucked in there. And then all the items there. Let me just finish this one, and then we can see everything we've done. Same idea. Tuck spot. Put it on a bit of a slant this time. And then, oh, that's lovely. I'm going to pop that in there. That was just a page edge. Same with these tickets. And at the bottom, and then nothing can fall out. There we go. And that's that one. And so things will get popped inside all the way down. There we go. Envelope, put that there. Oops, this fell out. It's because it's small. Oh no, it's not. It's because I didn't add glue. I'll pop that in there anyway. She's pretty full, this one. And because those things are little, well, they're just gonna keep falling. But anyway, I'll add this one because it's kind of gibbled into my journal. But these are what we made today. So just using one-sided paper. Lots of tuck spots, pockets. Excuse my reach. And here's the second one. And then there's this one. I kind of like the 9x9s. It's more, I don't know, compact. And then this one goes the other direction. So cute. I really like that. Okay, so let me come to the back. Where's that page? Right here. So this one, this is from the 10x10 sheet, and because it's all the gluing, I didn't do a very good job gluing it flat, so I don't want to give it to anybody else. So here we go. Just gonna go into the journal, and then you'll see what that looks like. And there we go. I did not leave this open because it is thin paper, but we have lots of goodies here and here and here. So there we go. So it's looking good so far. This little journal, it just sits on my desk and I do whatever with it. Okay, so there we go. I hope you enjoyed today. I've been really enjoying these projects, and I'm so happy that you are as well. Questions, comments, please leave them below. Let me know what you think. God bless. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye for now.